Good morning, Hollyhock. We have had so much fun this week measuring trees with Danny and making a tree story with Amira. Well, today we're going to get up close and personal with some trees for our last day of tree activities. Today we have not one, but two challenges, and you get to choose which challenge you would like to complete. An art challenge or a science challenge? Or would you like to choose both? Challenge 1, art. For this challenge, you will need 3 materials: tape, a piece of paper, and a few crayons with the paper taken off. Step 1, go outside and find a tree with rough bark. That means you might want to feel the trees. Some trees have smooth bark, and some trees have rough bark. Step 2, tape the paper to the tree bark. Make sure you're being gentle. That way, you won't harm the tree. Step 3, rub your crayon on the paper. How does the texture of the bark affect your art? Does it look different if you move the crayon up and down compared to side? How many different kinds of shapes can you make? Have fun with your bark rubbing. When you're done, make sure to write your name on your paper so we know it's yours. Then send us a picture so that we can let your friends see what you made. Okay, Hollyhock, now it's time to hear about challenge number 2, science. For today's science experiment, you will need 2 materials, a plastic bag and a marker. Step 1, write the date on the bag. That means what day it is. Today is May 8th, so I will write May and then the number 8. Now, ask your grown-up to help you find out what time it is and write that down too. It's 9:28 a.m. right now, so I'm going to write 9, 2, and 8 to make 9:28. It's always important to label things when we're doing science, so that way we have more information about the observations that we make. Step 2, go outside and find a tree that has living leaves on it. How do you know if leaves are alive? If a tree's leaves are green, that means they are alive. Step 3, find a place where the sun is shining on a tree, and then put the bag around the tree's leaves. Close the bag as tight as you can without hurting the leaves. If you can't find a tree, you can use a small bush like I did. Step 4, tell the tree thank you for helping you do some science. Okay, Hollyhock, now you're going to leave your bag there and check on it later to see if you observe any changes. You get to decide how long you wait before you check on it, but it's a good idea to wait at least 1 hour. I decided to check my bag after 2 hours and again after 4 hours. Like every good scientist, I made sure to write down any changes I noticed. Grown-ups, I'm about to explain the results of the experiment. I don't want to spoil the surprise, so you can pause the video now and watch the rest after you have a chance to see the results for yourself. All right, here are the results that I observed from my bag experiment. And you probably observed these results too. I found water inside of the bag. Water? Why was there water? Last week, we learned that a tree's roots help it drink up water and nutrients from the ground. This makes the tree full of water. Now, if you drink a lot of water, what do you have to do later? You have to go to the bathroom after you drink lots of water. You need to get rid of your dirty old water so that you have room to drink some fresh water. Well, a tree needs to get rid of its old water too. Then it can have room for new water with new nutrients inside. So a tree releases its old water through tiny holes in the leaves. When a tree gets rid of its water, the water normally goes into the air. But we caught the water inside of our bags.
Wow!
Excellent work with today's science experiment, Hollyhock. Until next time, goodbye.